roof is open, in fact, here at Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Just as we were ready for air, it was the Colts emerging from the locker room to great fanfare here in Indy. They're ready to go as the Colts get set to match up with the Denver Broncos. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
On first down, Flacco. The completion to Riddick. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Setting up to throw, Flacco. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, Flacco. And he hits his target, Deshaun Hamilton. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Hamilton, the 4th-round pick, had a very productive career at Penn State where he was teammates with Saquon Barkley. And the tandem of he and Cortland Sutton brings some solid youth to that Bronco receivers room. And now the 24-year-old Hamilton hoping to build on what was a 30-catch campaign from a season ago as a rookie. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
58, come on. Got it.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. A bad false start penalty there. Now 2nd and 6. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
On first down, right back to Lindsey. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
At the 12-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. A break from the ground game here. Flacco flushed, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. That's sacked by the DN, Danico Autry. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing. but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Flacco looks to throw. Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Walker. But no doubt, a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
A first down throw for Brissett. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. Funches with a catch over the middle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Don't get nervous.
Off the play fake, here's Brissett. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for Chester Rogers that time. That'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Again, it's Brissett. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Bradley Chubb in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
This is Marlon Mack, 3rd-year running back. And his first carry, he loses the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Well, he's not the starter coming in, getting his first carry off the bench. That's not the way to earn more carries.
You have to stay in the game, even if you're not on the field, right? Stay mentally sharp, stay ready. And above all, when you get into the game, hold on to the football. Don't let the other team have it.
And Vinatieri started it left. It stays left. It's no good. Vinatieri, the NFL's oldest active player, also the league's all-time leading scorer, past Morton Anderson last year.
Yeah, he turned 46 in December of 2018. He really can't see it in his leg. Maybe in the beard.
You can see it in the beard.
Maybe in the beard. That's about it. But as long as he's booting him the way he's booting him, keep going, big guy.
And he makes it all the way down to the 19. A huge play there for Denver, 47 yards. And you talk about great blocking up front. I don't think he was even touched, not a finger on him, until he was brought down to the ground.
I think we heard the whoosh as he went by, didn't we? Right through the gap. No one there, as you outlined, no one touched him at all. A free sprint into the secondary.
Yeah, that's what you call breaking free right there. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Flacco on the give to Lindsey. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Theo Riddick, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point from McManus is good, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards, as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession, as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Here's Brissett. Now he'll escape to his left. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On 3rd and 1, here's Brissett. And he connects with Ebron. And all the way down to the 26. A big play there for Indy. 45 yards. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Brissett on 1st down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Come on, QB, come on.
They will run with Ware. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
They give it off here to the tight end. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
You got to be ready for anything when you play defense against this head coach. That is not something you'd expect to see here in the red zone. But it winds up getting him a few yards.
Third down and goal. This Denver defense trying to hold up for one more play. They'll try and run with Ware. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Spencer Ware, his third touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Able to punch it in on third down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a fourth down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating what we have to make the call. They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Let's go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Hey, Steve 6.
53's mine. Check. 53's mine.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there, Hot. Okay, Hot, set, wait. Gun.
53. Check 53.
Okay, double up.
Mike, 53.
On 2nd and 9, Flacco is going to float this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Red.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
53.
Hey, wahoo!
Check. 53's mine. Check. 53's mine.
Runner job!
53's a Mike. 53. Check 53.
Hey, yellow! Pretty high!
Flacco. That is caught inside the 5. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 8 yards of the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Let's get it.
Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining.
Okay, hot, set, wait.
Here's Flacco. And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown Broncos. Cortland Sutton, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos have taken the lead. McManus's point after is good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one, as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Brissett. Ebron caught left side. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 8-yard line.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
Check 4.
66. Pull it. Half.
Here's Hines. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there's another first down run.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Spencer Ware with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The first update from Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. And it's the Panthers there out to the early advantage. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
He shakes him off. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile.
Gun. Alpha. Here we go. 58 to Mike. 58. 58 to Mike. Here we go. 58 to Mike.
Passing play. Flacco. He's going to float this one deep right side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
First down, Brissett. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great, let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they can try to hit pay dirt. On first down, Hines. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Brissett. On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch. Begin. Bang, 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 bang.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Brissett. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
To the sideline and incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 6 yards to go.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. Vinatieri's kick is good. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Brissett complete to Hilton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Brissett to throw on first. Looking for Campbell downfield. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Harris Campbell with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And their halftime hold now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at that.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Jabal Sheard in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
After the sack on first down, Flacco. And Sutton hauls it in over the middle. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Third down, Flacco from the gun. He's got his tight end Fant. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. First time they've looked his way in this game, he comes through picking up the first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Operating out of the gun, Flacco. Over the middle, he's got Deshaun Hamilton. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there, a 22.
Hey, Charlie.
They look to throw on 1st and 10 with Flacco. The completion to Riddick. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Here's Flacco off the play fake to Lindsey. He'll find Lindsey here. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 2 yards, good enough for a first. He felt the pressure coming there. That was a good job of just making something out of nothing, so to speak.
Yeah, took the hit and still made the play. You know, when we talk about runners, all right?
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. The sack by Marcus Hunt. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words,
and the pressure gets to him again. Marcus Hunt picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Now after the sack, Flacco and the Broncos come up 3rd and long.
58, boys, 58, 58, Mike. You're over here, you're over here. 58, Mike, 58, 58, Mike. Here we go, here we go. Hey, Haywood.
3rd and long for Joe Flacco. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Jabal Sheard, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Here's Brian Anger now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him. 15 big yards. Now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. The tackle made that time by Bryce Callahan.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come out here. Come get
On the run, it's Ware. And some room to maneuver. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Check in. No gain on this defense. No gain. Joker.
On 1st down, they run again with Ware. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Play fake, Brissett. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The passing game for the Colts finding its stride, another first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Check nickel. Check.
Running on first down with Ware. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. They'll run here with Mack. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on third. They keep it on the ground. Mack again. And an alley to run. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. T.Y. Hilton, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage.
Man, he just ran a terrific route. Extremely hard to defend when it's run that precisely and the ball's delivered that accurately.
Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
At the 28-yard line.
6-6, pull it high.
On 2nd and 7, Flacco got his man complete over the middle. That's Sutton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Flacco looks to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
On second down now, it's Lindsey. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on third down.
Hey, echo.
Flacco from the gun. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. In on the sack, the former Buckeye, Tyquan Lewis. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Flacco now on 4th. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position.
Since he wants the mic. Watch the run. Watch the run. Hold on. If you kill it, motion me out. 51.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Mack. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. He's got a 1st down and more inside the 30. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Marlon Mack with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And the lead is now 24. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5.
51.
From the gun, Flacco. He'll find Sutton on the right side, complete. And he's brought down after a very nice game.
All day, baby. Let's go. Let's go.
So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Right. Hey, orbit.
Flacco from midfield. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Flacco on target to Hamilton. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 18. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent. And now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
And they will take a knee here.
The sack on the keeper. It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 19-yard line.
Down.
check. 61. Mike, 34. Hey, 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 hey. Shut up.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
The set on the keeper. A loss of a yard. It's now 3rd and 13.
So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Colts, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for Denver, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.